Hi, I'm the Moorlander, and this is Moorlander EDC. Now I was trying to think about this, it's probably the last decade or so I've really slimmed down what I carry as far as my wallet is concerned. Minimalist wallets I really do think are what everybody should be aiming towards. I think it was last year or the year before, I looked at a wallet from a German company called the C2 Complete wallet. Which I really do like, and I noticed that Focx had a sale on the other day, so I picked up their R3 Purist wallet, and hopefully we'll be able to show exactly why, one, this is a nice wallet, and two, why you should be trying to move towards a minimalist wallet. So let's take a closer look. So the Focx R3 Purist wallet, I do have some other wallets which we'll bring in towards the end of this, but quickly just to give you some measurements, it's fairly standard. In fact, if I just get one of my dummy cards here and put this on top of this, you can see that it is roughly the size of a credit or a debit card. Let's just put that there for a second. But it comes in at now it says that it's 6mm, which I think if you took all of the cards out of this, it might be 6mm deep. At the moment I have 6 cards in here, but it is roughly 60mm by 86mm. So as I mentioned, you know, having a card on the top of here, you can see that it's roughly the same size. Now just put that off to the second. The materials on this are really the kind of knockout blow with this. They use incredibly nice leather. There are a few different versions or a few different colours. This is the cognac version. The C2 wallet that I had and I've had now for a couple of years now, this is the same cognac. So hopefully you'll be able to see here how this will weather and patina. I will say, so I went out drinking with some buddies, and this was in my back pocket, and I was wearing some blue jeans that night, and I was caught in the rain. So some of these little blue accents that you can see around the side of the wallet are from the dye in my jeans, because they're a new pair of jeans. But it all just adds to the beauty and the patina that you'll get. I do quite like these lighter wallets, mainly because the patina does show off a lot more, but you will find when you first get it, if you scratch it, then you'll be able to see those scratch marks on there. I can't just rub this and get this off. However, this is what will over time build this into a completely unique wallet that is unique to you and has been weathered by all of the things that you've put this wallet through. So on the outside is all of this leather. There is a little strap here which you can remove. So I think on some of them they had some feedback that there was an issue if the elastic went on this, but this can be removed. So if you needed to change the elastic, or well, yeah, if you needed to change the elastic, or even I guess if you wanted to just take this off. So it kind of works like an old money fold. Or at least a tri-fold wallet, I guess, rather than a bifold. So your cards themselves, so if I lay this flat, it's just a large single piece of this beautiful leather, and it does have that gorgeous leather smell to it. On the end here there is a small Focx logo, but to carry your cards are all carried within this sleeve here. It's a very simple kind of setup. The sleeve itself is some very tough, very durable, and durable elastic, and you do have a little tab, so if you want to release your cards. In fact, I don't know why I held it like that. That's not how I naturally hold it. But so let's say I'm in somewhere, I want to release my cards, then I can pull it like this, and then I'll have access to my cards. I carry 6 cards, and this fits perfectly. You can carry up to 12 cards, I believe, with this. You can probably carry more, but I think really at that kind of that length, that amount of cards, then you'll start to really stress the elastic on here. On the inside there is another elastic strap, So if you wanted to, maybe if you have some cash, then you can put that on the inside there. But the main use for this cache, or at least if you want to store your caches behind where your cards are here, this is stitched so that it goes all the way around like this, so you can put your cache. Now here in the UK we do have quite large, quite long notes, but this is still able to fold up. I can then take this, I can put that round there so that my cache and my notes are stored and they're all nice and safe. I really like this. I do like the complete, but I think with the complete, the cache, holding the cache on that was just a little bit tricky. Not hard, but just, yeah, a little bit tricky. Whereas with this, because it has that whole wraparound that holds your notes within here, I just find that it's a little bit easier to be able to get your cache in and out of. Now, one of the other things that you can do with this loop is, so instead of keeping it on the outside, you can fold it around like that. So if you didn't want to use this, you can take, sorry, I got off camera there for a second. So if you didn't want to use this, you can take this off, because there's the ability to take it off on the inside, and then instead of using that, if you want to, you can then use this strap to be able to hold that top piece of leather in place. So there's a little bit of options. I guess if you wanted to go full security, you could kind of do that, and then it would be a real pain every time you wanted to get some cash out, but the option is there should you want to. Personally, I've been running it as it comes, or at least when it comes to you, it will arrive in this setup. Now, just to compare this to some other wallets, so as I mentioned, so this is the complete. With the Purist, this leather folds all the way out like that, so that you can then fold this around your notes. With the complete version, with this, the leather folds out just one fold. So let's put this one back out again. I know you've not got like terrible memories, but hopefully you can see there. So this one folds out a little bit further, or at least the Purist does. That means then, so when you've got the cards in this, it was always kind of tricky to get them around there. Instead, what you had to do was double fold it, put it down the back, and then it will go over. The difference with the complete as well is that it also has this little cash pocket here. So if you needed to put your money into here, or if you wanted to carry some coins or whatever, but when these are all folded and closed up, although I made a bit of a mess of that one, you can see that they are roughly the same size, roughly the same dimensions. This one is a little bit thicker, but that's just because you can see that there's an extra fold of leather on the Purist. If you're not after something that is that's made from leather, there's a couple of other examples in here. So this is from Axwell Wallets, sorry there. This one is roughly the same size of a card, whereas this one's ever so slightly wider in the fact that, you know, you've got those rolls of leather that are on there. But again, both minimalist wallets both have that kind of minimalist wallet credential to those. Both of these, the more cards you put into these, the wider it will get. And I think that's the difference between the two styles of minimalist wallets that I always kind of say that there is. There are wallets that will get ever so slightly wider, but you're not limited to the amount of cards that you have. But then we have like the beauty from the extra card holder. This one will not get any wider, but you are limited to the amount of cards that you can put into here, whereas this one you can put maybe say a few more in it. But again, this one has the mechanism here on the bottom here, which actuates the cards out from there. But if you were to just ignore that for a second and put this on top of here like so, you'll be able to see that again, both very subtle, both elegant minimalist wallets. The actuation button on this does make it ever so slightly longer, but with this one, popping this in the top, it does make it a little bit easier to be able to get your cards out. But I think that's the kind of the toss-up that you're going to have to do between certain styles of wallets. If you prefer, and you know, who who cares that you just have to open this and get your cards out. Certainly as far as the shake test, which, you know, I know a lot of people like to do, but there's no way your cards or money are falling out of this, because it just simply won't fall out unless you undo this. I have tried, and I did take this off for a day, so I just had it so that it was just this. It still stayed around there because it stayed perfectly in my pocket. I guess the difference might be if you're putting it down a lot, if you didn't want that to open, but in the grand scheme of things, if this is something that you're going to keep in your wallet the vast majority of the time, then you don't even need to have that on here either. You can certainly take that off. But yeah, really like this wallet. I think it's a very beautiful wallet, and if you're trying to develop an EDC, having a natural material like leather with a natural material like sorry, a natural material like wood, and maybe one of these copper pens that I've done my own treatment on here to give it that really kind of nice shipwreck look. I think this is a very simple natural material carry is, yeah, it's hard to beat. In the EDC world, the wallet market, wallet sector is flourishing. It really is. From an awesome German company, Focx have been able to really kind of knock it out of the park with this. It still continues their very simple kind of idea, their very minimalist idea, which I guess with the minimalist wallet it really should be, towards what a wallet should be. It shares a lot of DNA with the complete wallet that we've had a look at as well. But I think if you're after something that still feels like an old-fashioned wallet that's still got that beautiful leather smell, then the Purist might just be the one for you. Now, I think they do have a sale on at the moment. Now, this isn't in any sort of affiliation with them. I'm sure they have a sale on. It's either 25 or 30% off, but I'll leave some links below so that you can see more from these. As I mentioned, I'm certainly not, I haven't been sent this. I purchased this with my own money. But yes, I'll leave some of those links below. I'll also leave some of my social media links below here on Moorlander EDC and my sister channel Moorlander Tactical. But for now, as always, stay safe, stay Moorlander, and stay EDC. And stay EDC. This is coming out on the Sunday. Hope you all have a lovely day. Had a nice weekend. Went out on the lash. Well, I did a Joe Biden then. Went out on the lash Friday night. That's why I think voice is a bit croaky today. So yeah, have a great Sunday. See you in a bit.